They did the switcheroo on you, man. They
Yeah.
they took.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I figured that there's a silver lining to that, right? With
Yeah.
Pettis being, a close training partner or former training partner, and
Yeah.
having to face him in the first round. With this switcheroo, it allows you to go through the tournament, win the title, defend the title, and at the
Yeah.
end, fight
Yeah.
your friend to
Exactly.
unify the title. Hey, it's like a
Which was
perfect outcome.
yeah, that's the perfect, or that's the scenario I seen in my head.
Uh-huh.
So it all worked out kind of.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately Serge got hurt, but I didn't want that part of it. But yeah, God's got a plan. It worked out.
When they did tell you, that Pettis was out, did you have like this like little part of you that thought, man, they're gonna delay this tournament, they're gonna delay this Grand Prix?
So when I first, yeah, cause Serge had called me and told me, and he was like, I
Oh,
still I gotta get like the final word from him and stuff. So when I first found that out, I was like, kind of like, damn, like, man, yeah, it's gonna be longer for the wait. But I was like, first and foremost, I was like, yeah, man, that sucks. Hopefully you make it. Hopefully you make the fight. Then he told me, you know what I'm saying, that we went to the doctor and it wasn't gonna happen. And he was like, he told me he was gonna be out of the tournament or whatever. So it was like probably like maybe a couple days or so where I was like, man, I don't know if they gonna postpone us till till it gets better or what. But yeah, it worked out to where I didn't have to wait. I could just fight on the same date.
that's right. And you're facing Archuleta, who is also a former champ. He lost the title in his last fight against Pettis. What did you think of Juan's performance in that battle?
I thought he came. He came and he fought hard. I just feel like Serge was technically better than him, and it showed. I don't feel like he put Serge in a lot of danger, just because of his skill set matched up with Serge's skill set. So yeah, I just felt like Serge, handled that. He handedly, beat him, with his technique. So I plan on doing the same.
What differences do you see between Pettis and Archuleta?
So Archuleta utilizes a lot of movement. He mixes in a lot of different kind of takedowns, striking. The one thing he lunges a lot. I feel like he lunges into a lot of his attacks. And where Pettis, I feel like Pettis is like very fundamentally sound, I would say. He's very fundamentally sound. He doesn't waste a lot of movement. He fights a lot like me, probably because we've been training together for like 7 years, and we both train under Dick Rufus and Scott Cushman. So we both have the same kind of foundation. Yeah. So when I was picturing fighting Serge, I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to fight me, a little better striker. So I mean, that's how I see him as a martial artist. Very sound, very flashy when he needs to be. I don't feel like he's his brother in Anthony Pettis. I feel like he's his own concoction of dangerous. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess if you do MMA math, I mean, you don't even need to fight this fight. You already won.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you do MMA math, I should be the best in the world, I mean, yeah, but yeah. That's why we gotta fight these fights, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why this sport is the best, man. And when you
It
look
is.
at
Anything can
Juan,
happen, man.
yeah, man, that's why I love it, man. It's like you get
Yeah.
shocked, man. You don't want to go to a place where it's going to be the same thing every single time. You want to go somewhere where you're going to feel something new, and that's what
Exactly.
we got in this sport.
Exactly. That's what gets me
Yeah.
hyping alive, Almost the like the danger of not knowing, you know what I mean? Cause granted, Juan fights a certain way with certain people. He can come out and fight a totally different way against me. I never know. But it's fun to freaking check it out and see what happens.
I think that's one of the main points of like giving respect to fighters is because they go into a fight, which most people don't ever do, and knowing that the other guy wants to kill them, but then at the same time, you don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, you have no
And
idea.
yeah, no
No
idea. You
idea.
know what I
Like
mean?
you think you could like plan, but that plan could go out the window really fast, if something
Yeah,
changes. So yeah.
yeah. That's where that fight IQ comes in,
Yeah,
right?
for
Making those
sure.
adjustments.
For
And
sure.
going back to Juan, man, when you watch him and you study him a little bit, what do you like about his style? What do you respect about it?
I respect, he comes out and when he throws, he throws.
Mhm,
He throws intense almost to where he gets overextended a lot.
mhm,
But he throws with intent. I respect that. I respect the training it takes to get into the shape he's in, to be able to move like he's moving, or have to move like he's moving. I feel like it takes a lot of it takes tremendous training camp. So I commend him on that. What else? And mixing stuff up. He mixes it up pretty well. He puts it together pretty well.
Yeah, I think the style that he fights in, it'd be pretty hard to continue that after maybe round one if you don't have the cardio like he does, man. His fitness is insane.
His fitness is insane, man. It's almost too insane. No, I won't get into that. But no, his fitness is insane. Whatever he's doing is working. So
All right, I see what you're doing.
I'm gonna leave him.
No,
I feel like I've been picking on him a lot. I'll leave him alone about that. I know him and TJ get a lot of flack for that type of stuff, so
of
I'll
course,
leave him
man. It's
alone.
always that ghost is always gonna be chasing around
Uh-huh.
TJ, no matter what, man. Even
Yeah.
if we find out later different things, still gonna be running around there somewhere.
Yeah.
The switch of opponent, man. You were into camp for weeks and weeks. They switched the opponent. How much of an effect does that have on your training camp?
It doesn't necessarily change my training camp. I mean, I thought about it changing my training camp for a
Mm,
second because after Surge had because I had decided to go to Vegas so me and Surge can have space, and so when Surge told me that, I thought about just coming back to Rufus Sport. But the way my bank account is set up, I spent all my money to come out here, and I can't just throw that money away and then start a new camp at Rufus Sport. So I talked to my coaches, and they were cool. I was gonna just finish the camp out here.
all right, Vegas. Why did you decide on Vegas for this upcoming fight?
It kind of came about fast. My manager, Brian Butler at Sucker Punch,
Mhm.
thought that I would really get along with Eric Nixick. And at first, I seen Eric Nixick from afar, and I was like, I don't know, bro. He looked kind of like a bro, like a meathead kind of dude. I don't know if I click with him or whatever. But I like him a lot. I like him a lot. I feel like this camp, I was able to grow closer with him, and he's a pretty cool dude, man. Even like his backstory in MMA, I like him a lot. So he was right, I feel like we clicked right away. We kind of had the same game plan and thinking, going into this. So we're going into the Sergio fight, and then we kind of switched game plans a little bit for Archuleta, but at the end of the day, my game plan is I'm gonna have to adjust to what he does during the fight day, but also I feel like I'm better than all these guys, and I just have more tools. I'm more prepared, and so I just got to put it all together, on fight night. So the game plan was, pretty much to just come at Juan, and where in Sergio, I felt like I had to. I was probably gonna have to wrestle a lot more, and I was just gonna have to utilize what I was good at, for Sergio. Granted, we both strike with each other, we do okay, but I know where I'm good. He knows where I'm good. I know where he's good. So that's just a little different there. But yeah, with Juan Archuleta, I feel like I'm better everywhere. I can do kind of whatever I want.
With the skills that you have and the sharpening of the tools and all that, who have you been sharpening your tools on during this camp?
Man, so I've been training a lot with JP Bies. I feel like he's been a
Mhm.
really good partner for me. Gustavo Lopez. I've worked with Cody Stanman, Cody Garbrandt, even Lance Palmer, I think his name. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lance Palmer, who's in what's his name's camp, kinda. Juan Archuleta's. Who else I've been going with?
Yeah, how have you handled that? That's yeah, you're right. Lance does go over to
I
his
mean,
gym.
like I said, to me, it don't really matter. What he gonna
Mhm.
for me, like, okay, what Lance gonna tell him? Okay, he's good. He strikes well, he wrestles well. Uh like he likes this certain things, but the way I fight, like if you stop one thing, I'm gonna go to the next sequence in the progression. You know what I mean? And then if you think you got me figured out, I'll just find the hole. So fighting for me is just adjustments. You know what I mean? So you can't game plan for my adjustments. You know what I mean? I mean, that's where I see it. So I mean, I came out to Extreme my first day in training, and Magomed was in the practice. Patchy Nick's been in the camp like the whole way, like watching practice. Who else? Keith Lee, which I'm cool with Keith Lee. Who else was there? But yeah, so like, I mean, we all there like training together. But for me, it don't really matter, you know, because I feel like, you know, this is training. Training is something totally different than a fight. You know, game planning I can understand, but at the end of the day, I'm coming in there to break somebody. I'm coming in there to take advantage of what I see, and that I feel like that's where the fight is won.
Yeah, man. Vegas is pretty insane. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it was
crazy.
insane,
Like,
bro. Like, it's so many like bodies and people. I know I'm leaving out a bunch of names that I was. Oh, Manel Kate. I was able to get a lot of rounds with him. Korshed, he's another Bellator bantamweight. Yeah, it was a bunch of like tons of people in the room.
yeah, man, works out perfect for you, man. Bunch of bantamweights, bunch of flyweights, featherweights. It's perfect. And
Perfect.
you know, you're perfect in Bellator.
Oh,
You
I
haven't.
forgot. My bad. Kai Kamaka. Kai Kamaka was the
Oh,
big. Yeah, because he's
yeah.
fighting on the camp. Oh, also Emmanuel Sanchez has came out and he's been
Okay.
training with me out here. Christian Rodriguez. Man, it was a lot. Jeremy Kennedy, a
Yeah.
bunch of people, man.
Yeah,
Which has
man.
been great. It's been pretty awesome to me. I got to kind of move around with some different people and you know see some different techniques, grow and learn as a martial artist. You know, add some tools to my toolbox. So it's been like great.
Now with Bellator, man, your last two fights I feel were your best. You know, you beat the best of the best. You know, contenders, both of the guys. What did you gain most from those experiences?
Just confidence. You know, a lot of people been telling me, you know, for a long time that I was really really good. You know, but I'm starting to believe in myself. Where I'm starting to know it myself. You know, I'm just really good. You know, and yeah, it just gave me confidence. I came out both of them fights like unscathed, and I was able to put you know, put some damage on some guys and almost finish some guys. You know, so yeah, it just gave me confidence.
Do you feel like the mental side is catching up with the physical side and it's like balancing out perfect right now almost?
That's and yeah, that's where I feel. I feel like yeah, my mental is just like a steel trap, you know. Like nothing comes out but positivity, you know. Just that's what I exude now, you know, because I believe in myself. And yeah, that definitely goes a long way, you know. Yeah, coupling that with my skill and how my skill is developed, you know, and the bodies I was able to. I'm also able to train with Adrian Yanez and Cameron Smotherman in Houston, Texas. When I go to Houston, Corey Sandhagen was a big look for me for like a week of my camp. He came to Houston to help me train. So I'm able to, you know, test my skills with these guys and bounce ideas off these guys. So it's been like really really good for my
Yeah, man.
confidence.
Yeah, man. And it's pretty mapped out, right? Your 2022 is pretty mapped out. If you
Yeah, which
continue
is
winning,
cool.
yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Like what's the vibe, you know, entering this Grand Prix, this tournament?
I mean, I'm ready to get it going, man. You know, because I feel like you know it got announced and I was super excited. But on the other hand, I've been training to fight the best and fight. You know, probably about 2 years now. Like the way I've been training. You know, I don't take like time off. You know, I even when the fight was announced, you know, they didn't know when we were gonna fight. I was doing, you know, Adrian Yanez's camps with him. So I'm training, you know, 2-3 times a day with them guys, and I've just been ready. I mean, um I've been putting in the work, and that's the other thing. I feel like people have been kind of preparing for me. Well, they got like 8 weeks to kind of prepare for me, but I've been preparing like this probably like you know 3-4 years. You know, just preparing to be the champ. So yeah, so I'm just ready. I'm ready for it to get started so we can, keep it rolling.
For sure, man. So how do you see yourself taking out Archuleta and winning that belt and having that confetti, on
Man,
the
I feel like I take out Archuleta just by like pressuring him. I feel like he's like usually the pressure fighter, and I don't know how good he's gonna be off his back foot. Um, yeah, and I just gotta keep it simple and use all the tools in my toolbox, and I think I can get him out of there by round 3.
On the other side of the bracket, you got Horiguchi and Patchy Mix, right? What do you see in that fight? Do you see, Horiguchi taking out Mix? Because it's a clash of styles for real, for real.
Yeah, I think it's the clash of styles, man. It depends
Mhm.
on who's able to get the fight where they want to get the fight. I feel like Patchy has a huge advantage on the mat, and Koreguchi has a huge advantage on the feet.
Mhm.
So yeah, so part of me is like I'm leaning toward just because you got to get past his striking to get to the feet, but Patchy is shown to be durable,
Mhm.
and he'll take a shot to get you down sometimes. So, and when he gets you down, he's a leech. He's a menace. You know what I mean? So, I guess a toss up. Depending on who can implement their game.
Who would you like to fight between those two guys if they
I feel
advance?
like for me, Pat or they both got their different styles, but Horiguchi seems like a funner
Mhm.
test. Just because his elusiveness and his speed. I just want to kind of see how fast I am compared to him, and
Mhm.
and just where we match up or how we match up. I feel like his style is a little different than a lot of people. Patchy, I feel like I fought like wrestlers and grapplers a lot, and I feel like I kind of know how to negate like all that stuff, and I feel like that'd be an easier fight for me.
Mhm.
Granted, like if he gets me to the ground, it's gonna be tough, but I feel like I'm equipped to negate a lot of that stuff.
All right, man. April 23rd, Bellator 279. The title is on the line. Appreciate the time, man. All the
Look
best
at
to you.
that. Look at them muscles, boy. That's pretty.
Flexing, huh?